coming down, so it's big right. Yeah, that's Tony Dewayne, So Ahead, new single, straight out of Naptown, here on the Underground Chop Shop.
And make sure you get that track. Tell them where I can get that one more time.
SoundCloud.com/Tony Dewayne. It's on SoundCloud right now, and it's the only one on SoundCloud that I got on there. So download for free.
Yeah, they definitely get that right now, you know what I'm saying? And in the future, you know what I'm saying? Basically, okay, right here, right now, with the city, it's the state of needing to turn around and giving hope, you know what I'm saying? Music to use that is or like to tell your story or like to give back in a like aspect of an outlet.
Mm-hmm.
How are you seeing it?
I think music, and not to be too long, man, but I was telling a couple people before, man, like if you look at how things used to be handled in the '60s, how everybody had soapboxes, and the media was the soapbox. Everybody listened to people with speeches that spoke because we didn't have social media. We didn't have, you know what I'm saying, a voice like that for issues that came up unless it was somebody that got on the soapbox and started talking. So now that was the media, that was the medium for people to use to be heard. And I think as time goes on, music is probably, if not the most important, is number 2 behind visuals. I think music and visuals go hand in hand. I think they're important, man. And I think people respond to music more than they respond to anything else because they listen to it so much. And I think music is, for me, is definitely the outlet and the platform to I don't know, I don't want to sound corny, and you know what I'm saying, but to inspire change. I definitely think music is the platform for
No,
that.
it's not corny at all.
Or the
It's a
soapbox
great
for that.
influence.
Yeah.
So who were your influences like as far as like that inspired you like growing up?
Growing up, you know, a real hip hop head and grow up, man. So Jay, Nas, Mos Def, Kweli, you know, Wu-Tang. I mean, all them dudes, Ghostface, all them, you know, Andre, Outkast, like all the old groups when I was growing up, first getting into it. Then as I got older, kind of, you know, several of them started dropping off, and then I started getting inspired by other things, man. And like now, it's only it's like a handful of people that really inspire me musically, and then I get inspired by other stuff though. I mean, I get inspired by movie directors. I get inspired by innovative people, man. So you know, people who, I got a book I was reading, I'm still reading. It's called the 100 biggest inventions of the world. You know what I'm saying? And in there, I'm reading all these different stories, and you know, I found a dude that invented the internet in there. You know what I'm saying? I get inspired by him. I get inspired by, you know, people, innovators, man, people who do things that make other people need what they do, or help mold and change what they do. I hate saying Steve Jobs all the time, 'cause that's kind of, you know, everybody says that now. It's kind of cool to say Steve Jobs, but people like that, like, look how big that dude made Apple products.
Right.
And people, look how much people need that stuff. I get inspired by innovators, and that helps me write and keep my music, you know, keep my music to the ground and not you know, saturated with
Yeah.
Like what everybody
filth.
else
No,
is
I
doing.
don't want to say filth. It's all, you know, it's all necessary, man. I think some
It's
stuff is.
necessary.
I mean, if you, it's all. It's. I think. Look, I think music. I think like
Necessary.
it depends on what mood you in.
You feel me?
Like, and I don't want to put myself in no box and just say that. You know, I mean, I know my music has substance. You dig? Like, but I mean, sometimes if I'm at a party, I want to listen to party music. You know what I'm saying? If I'm at a wedding, there's wedding. If I'm at church, there's church music. There's different types of music for different types of situations. I just think when it's only pumped when that's pumped all the time, then that's an issue, because I'm not always at a party. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm in the car thinking, and I listen to certain stations, or you know what I'm saying, and it's the same
You
thing
right.
pumped. That's a problem. But
Need some diversity.
yeah, it's gotta be some.
And how long have you been doing music? I like that whistle.
I've been rapping since I was in like a freshman in high school, but I've been doing it seriously since about '09. I did a couple projects when I, from high school to, I linked with somebody who had a studio, and I was in the studio all the time, just releasing little projects that wasn't nothing, but around the school it got me a buzz and got me a name, and then me and Tone used to do that. Maxie used to do that at North Central. We used to do too. That everybody was like, yeah, and it was good, man. So, little projects here and there, but seriously, like I got serious about it about '09.
Okay. And speaking of projects, who's some of the other people that you worked with?
Man, Maxie. That's about
That's the
it.
main one
That's
there.
about it, man. And that's part of me just slacking as an artist. And like I said, since '09, man, I've been in these different modes, man, where I haven't wanted to work with people, and then I grew up as an artist and understood the importance of collaborating with other people. So like now, going forward, there are other people in the city that I want to work with, and there's other people that I think are dope now that I didn't think were then. So I, at the time it was, Maxie was the only person to me in the city that was, said let me work with him. But of course he wasn't. It's a whole bunch of dope people in the city, man. It's just, I didn't work with him and I should have, but now we definitely.
And let's
gonna work.
elaborate on that part where you said at first you didn't want to work with anybody, but then you understood the importance.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let them know why it's so important for you to collaborate with other artists as a rapper.
Because other artists networking. It's so much networking going on. There's so many different people who know other people, and you collaborate with an artist like. If you're a no-name person in the city, and there's somebody who has a name in the city, and you collaborate with that person in the city, then that's a whole nother audience of people who are hearing you, who have never heard you before. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother audience of people you can maybe tap into, and may have some fans from just by collaborating with other people. And it just makes you, as an artist, it just makes you go outside of your comfort zone a little bit more too. But I think definitely for the networking. Purposes, yeah.
And speaking of networking, go ahead and shout out your social media. You like on Facebook, Instagram.
Okay, Instagram. No, I ain't on Facebook. Just Instagram. At Tony Dewayne, 2X Dewayne, Dewayne, and Twitter at the Tony Dewayne. And that's just those two for right now.
All right. We're going to go ahead and play a little bit of music, and we'll definitely be right back with Mr. Tony Dewayne.
Thanks.
No. Why is that?
Why